Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? I hope you all are doing well. We are going to be doing some space engineers today. We are also going to be trying to do a speed build for the first time. I only have, unfortunately, uh, I would have started stream about an hour to 2 hours ago, like I had originally planned, but I tried cooking myself a dinner, and instead of taking, I think the recipe usually would take like an hour for somebody else to make. For some reason, whenever I cook, things take about three times the length they're supposed to. So rather than 3 hours, it took a grand total of nearly 3 hours for me to finish cooking and eating my meal. So, yeah. Don't know why that happens, but we're gonna get started on this. We're gonna be doing some wondrous stuff. So we're gonna go new game. No. We're gonna do customize, star system, creative, I will go with a couple of mods, so we'll quickly do that. But once we get that, we're gonna try for an hour-long speed build of a gunship. Did I say light or regular gunship? I can't remember. I said a light gunship. Okay. But yeah, so we're just gonna quickly, mostly throw on build vision and where we'll use colorful rendering just because it makes things look a little nicer. Where's the last mod I want? Where is it? It is undo. There we go. And then we'll grab the skybox as well. So that are the only mods we're gonna use. I'm just gonna call this speed build. There we go. Okay, good. Good. Will not have weather. Sun rotation will be fine. We will just remove radiation. I don't know if that'll do anything, but say good. Sound mode, world size, good. Okay, I don't know why enable progression is on right now. Right. Okay. Most of this should all be off. Partnership, economy, that's fine. Unknown signals. Okay, random encounters. Everything's looking fine. Spectator cam, there we are. And then experimental settings. Universal tensor. I don't know if we'll use any of that, but we might as well. Okay. I think that should all be fine. We are going to get started. So we're going to get started. I'm going to set up my, I'll set up my inventories. Then we'll go put on an hour-long timer. And yeah, with that hour-long timer, we will go for that. Unfortunately, I don't know how to set up hour-long timers to appear on screen, so I can't actually, I don't know how to set up a timer on screen. I'll have to do more research on how to do that kind of stuff, but yeah. Yeah, so we'll do that. We'll hopefully have everything set up. Hopefully. But yeah, it'll be pretty nice. Pretty darn nice. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I just don't have much time today, unfortunately. Spacesuit, respawn. Okay. I believe I'll be... I don't know why, I don't know why the game spawns you all the way in the bottom. I don't like it. I gotta go all the way up, but yeah, we'll get all the way into space. We'll set up our menus, and then we'll try to build a light gunship. I think it'll probably be a large block gunship with probably mostly... Ooh. You know, I don't actually know how many I'm going to want for the different pieces, so we'll see what comes of it. I do believe we will go with large grid, but I don't know what else besides that, to be honest. It'll be interesting to see. Also, do we have 2 people viewing on Kick? Is that what's going on right now? Nice. think that's about right, unless the YouTube side's hiding viewers from me. Nice. Yeah. We're gonna get started on doing that, and hopefully everything will work pretty well. Alright, I'll go ban that. I really, really need to, uh, remember to set that up properly so that those get auto-banned, if I can. That way I don't have to do this every time. But yeah, how's everyone doing? I hate the stupid bots, they're so annoying. Yeah, I do believe we're going to make a ship. I think I'm going to have it try to be capable of in atmospheric and in space flights, and I think I'm going to want it to be very quick and nimble. So the main goals will be quick, nimble, and so yeah. And I think I'm going to go large grid just so I can kind of scoot through, because trying to make ships small grid quickly is not something I've ever attempted, but I do think I should be able to make a large grid ship quickly. So, but yeah, we'll probably stream for about an hour today, and then we might do another stream tomorrow to make up for the fact that this stream is going to be so short. But yeah, I think it'll be pretty good, pretty good. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. Yeah. I think that'll be what we'll do. That. Oh, I forgot to do this. Okay. That should help a bit, I think, with tracking. I have an extra light that I usually throw on, so I'll throw that on. All right. Yeah. I hope everyone's doing well. We're gonna be getting fairly decent, hopefully. Honestly, I'm just excited to do a speed build. The next thing I gotta end up doing is actually transitioning all of my old builds into the new game. And oh, right, that's one thing I've forgotten to actually look up. How you transition or move old blueprints from one game to the other. Because I don't know whether a lot of what I have will be able to seamlessly move, so I don't know how much work I'm gonna have to do. Because I do know that you can move or port ships you've made in SE1 to SE2. So that'll be fun. I'll enjoy that. But we're almost in space finally. Unfortunately, I do believe if I click off, the entire thing's gonna go. Also, I just realized I think I have all the sound really low. Because I think I played this by myself. So we'll turn this back up. If I click off of this, is that gonna do that? Yes, it will. Go. Alright. Okay. Alright. Yeah. They're banned again. Yeah. A good chunk of today will be doing this build. I guess if I do G, we'll just go upward a bit longer. Somehow I managed to get close enough to something in space. I don't know what it was. It was about 11 kilometers. Okay. I'm gonna G. We're gonna remove most things from the toolbar. light, go round, light, 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 interior wall, and then we'll go blast doors, we'll go beam, scaffold, truss, and then we will go with floors, or another one that I'm going to use a bit, I believe. And then we'll also go, I think, conveyors, cargo, connector, that'll be another good one to go with. Small, that's another really good one. What else do we want to go with? Alright, what other blocks need to be kind of on the main HUD? Landing gear. We'll go landing gear. And then this one will be blocks like these, and passenger seats. Conduit, those are large grids, fine. A spotlight and interior lights, camera, beacon, antenna, ore detector, guns, decoy, button panel, I guess we'll go bay windows. I don't know if we'll make any use of bay windows. Am I going large or small grid? You know what? I'll do a, I don't know. Do I want to do a flip a coin? I might do a flip a coin for large or small grid. Uh-oh. Started falling. Glad I noticed that. Okay, we'll grab weapon rack. Okay. Let's see. How ambitious do I want to be today? We'll say not as ambitious as I could be. We're gonna go large grid. Yeah, we'll go large grid, I think. This will be a primary hydrogen ion. No. We'll do primary hydrogens. I don't know if we'll get a medical room, but we'll try one. We're gonna go large grid. I think we'll go 10 by, I don't know, 10 by like 9 or 15 by 9 large as my, I think, base idea size. I think that's small enough to make reasonable. Batteries, hydrogen engines. I don't know if we'll go with a small reactor. We'll probably grab the bridge helms. We'll grab access panels. I think those will be useful. What else? Oh, right. I need O2 tanks. H2O2 generator, oxygen tank. What is this? Oh, conduit boxes. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call what I've got enough for now. We're gonna make sure that we're into space properly, and then we're going to start building. I'm just going to set the sun in the right area, start a 1 hour timer, and we're going to go 1 hour to build. Then I'll give myself like 20 minutes to paint, and then we will be finished. So while I set up the timer for 1 hour. All right, we got a timer for 1 hour. I do need to do one other thing before we get started, but then we'll be started. Let me just go grab it real quick. I just need it done. Okay. Okay. And now we get to have the fun part. Time to start the build. Let me quickly get the sun in the right area. We want the sun mostly fine. Okay. We'll just time of day offset a little bit till I can actually okay, what the frick is going on with the light? Oh shit. Okay, now we're finally getting light. All right. So, in 3, 2, 1, begin the hour-long speed build attempt. Let's go. I have absolutely no idea the general shape I'm going to want this to be. But we're going to continue like I do. Let's go. Right. First, let's get a rough shape. Let's go, I think, a little bit more, and then I think we're going to run a tri-hammer shape. So it's gonna be kind of that. That's not what I wanted. Oh wait, I have these. Okay, we're gonna run like this. We're gonna run 2 of these just because. There we go. And then we're going to, I think we're gonna, how do I want this? I think we're gonna go and just extend this line like that. And then we're going to, I think, gonna go like this. then just do this. This is a bit larger, but I think we'll still be able to make a fairly decent one. Yeah, I think that's a good size. We're going to go back. Yeah, I think that's fine. And we're just gonna kind of do this. Good, and then just run this into the rest of the main body, which will be this. And we'll just kind of run a basic shape like this. And then we'll just go back. Is that 3? Yeah, 3 is good. And run a dual line like that. That's perfect. I'll get rid of this center line. Oop. Reinstate that. Perfect. Voila. Let's see, how long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll do 2 more. Now this should be a total of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Click. Boom. Okay. Perfect. I think that'll do good. And then we'll just kind of... Good. And let's see. How wide are we right now? We're at a grand total of that wide. I think I'm going to quickly do this. Do this. And we're just gonna go down by 1. So we'll just do this. Just kind of sealing that part of the ship off. Running sort of a line coming here. Good. No. Stop doing that, please. Good, and we'll just run it like that. I think this is looking pretty good. I am not paying attention to the time, though, which is probably a bad idea. And we'll just kind of have that. Sure, I kind of like that. And it looks pretty good so far. I do want to maybe continue a line. So we'll just continue that. Let me make sure that I got L on. That way I can actually see what I'm doing. I think what I'm going to do is just going to go and throw you there. Where is the... I don't remember which one I had it in. Where is it? Oh, I did it all the way in 6. So we're gonna go with 2 hydrogen tanks. We'll go with the we'll go 4 hydrogen tanks. And then do I have I grabbed hydrogen thrusters, good. Actually no, we'll do 2 hydrogen tanks here for that hydrogen. Good. I actually quite like that look. I think that will be fine, and then I can come over to here. We'll do this. Wrong one. We'll use the armored because this is intended to be a warship after all. And then we'll go with the grand total of 2 conveyors. Good, good. And then perfect. I think that looks pretty good. That'll give us a solid amount of forward thrust. I will quickly add in a set of, I think we'll do boom, and then we'll run a standard T junction, one of these T junctions, how wide is this? That's actually just the right length. Good. Shoot. Press the wrong button, dang it. I don't know how quickly I am able to make something, so we're really gonna just try to speed run this. Then we'll go. The idea is that this is a weapons platform first and foremost. Let's see. You know what, I actually like the idea of doing this. Place you there. Right. Adding in 2 of these there, and then probably adding 1 lower. So we'll just throw you down there. I do think I will probably, because I like this idea, extend this. Like that. Just kind of give that really nice beefy front section. I think I'll extend this by 1 block. Each side of the wing, just to give that a little bit wider. Good. I think that looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna kind of add in our plating here. No. Z, please. Thank you. All right. And I do think I'm gonna kind of go with yeah, I think that'll be good. And we'll go like this. We'll add some more of these thrusters elsewhere, but I think that'll be fine. We'll also go down like this. just kind of wrapping around up top. I think below will what I'll do is I think what I'll do below is I'm going to take you and I'm going to replace it with these panels. So we're going to kind of do that along the outside. We'll add a round a core piece here. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. We're gonna bounce like that. Good. I think we'll add in this, throw this. And then I think what I'm gonna do is we're going to go down the center here. I'm going to grab, where is it? I know it was in this one. We're gonna go, where is the one? Here it is. Grab you, grab you. Add you, add this here. Okay, boom, boom, like that. Where is the, I think the really elongated point is here. Good. Good, and then what we'll do is I will run a pillar. We'll run it 3 high, and then I will use that block there. Let's see. And then we'll just kind of run this pillar through here. I do need to remember that I am timed and that I'm going to need to make something reasonably okay looking. Though I do think I'm going to add in this, like this. And I think I should be able to add in these here. Actually, that doesn't look half bad. I like that, actually, so we'll stick with it. Okay, do that. And then what we can do is, in these areas, just add a full block. Do this. And then I think I'll add in the final piece, just doing this. Come on, let's go over here. Perfect. I don't really know why we've added this kind of central piece. I think I might continue it all the way forward. But I actually kind of like that look. That looks pretty good. This does look like this should, in theory, take 2 of these. So I may just lower these down by 1. Like if I just take right. I'm going to really mess myself up doing this, but we're going to do it anyway. Boom, and then it is in 6. Come on, grab the right block, please. There we go. Boom. I actually kind of like it looking a little lower down. I will, I think that'll look pretty good. We'll add that there. That'll be fine there. Let's grab this. We'll do that. That one will end there, but this one will continue with this. Boom, and then if I just add that like that to let's see, this is the first time I'm ever attempting a speed build, so it's fun. And we'll stick that like that. You know what? No, I'll add a full light armor block. We'll double that layer up. I think that'll look pretty good. So now what I can do is if I go over to here, run the T-junction, boom, and then, oh shit, wrong block. Fuck, no. Boom. I think that looks pretty good. And so we'll just have these like this. I think that's pretty decent. I'm just gonna kind of double that up. Maybe even, we'll leave it like that. I think that's pretty good. Might even add in the full curve, maybe snipping like that, and maybe adding something like this. I think that's pretty fine. I think that'll look pretty decent. No, mouse. I don't like when that happens. Where is the... There it is. Okay, I'm 1/3 through my time already. Oh, Lord. I think what I might do is I might continue the... Oh, that's the wrong block. Then we'll just kind of quickly add that. And then I think what I can do is, let's see, 1, 2, 3. And I'll use this here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. What I'm going to use is I'm going to use that there, which is right in the middle of all of those. We're going to do that like that, using where the frick is it? Here There it is. Boom. So it kind of shortens that and then leaves. I am going to do it like this and then run. Like that. I think that'll look pretty good. Just kind of bouncing it more or less with these. Running the half blocks like that. This would work pretty well for a set of windows to kind of go here. Let's see if I just decide to... that's not horrible. I think that looks pretty decent. Still keeps that. That looks good. What were the windows I grabbed? I think I grabbed the bay windows, which... Where do I want the main command to be? I think we're going to put the main command towards the central layer, so we'll do... Put the main command here. Which actually makes sense, because then if you go up to this layer, that'll be fine. We'll be using this space, I guess, back here for something. Who knows? Or I want this to be the main... let's see... If this is main, then the front of this vehicle... Actually, you know what? I got an idea. I got an idea for front. Where are the... Where is it? G. Wait, didn't I not grab these? I thought I grabbed these. Where would they be put if I grabbed them? No, I only grabbed the bay windows. Okay, we're gonna grab the... Where are they? The helm windows. Bridge helms. I think that'll look pretty decent. And what I can do is I can simply add in the... we can do... Is it... yeah, what we can do is we can do a... I think a slope there, and then... we only have some sides. We have... oh, that actually would be pretty decent using one of these here. Yeah, I think that's good. We can go... Where is the one that I wanted? Yeah, I think we can go with that. Bridge helm, good. There we are. Not certain about this. not certain about it. You know what? Actually, no, I can make that work. So I do that. If I can come over here. Yeah, you kind of get your main helm perfectly all surrounded. That's fine, because then what I can do is I can kind of go inwards to add other control stations. And then on top, what I can do is I can do this. Let's see. Yeah, I think we'll do that. So we'll have the raised section there, which should help. And then I can simply, where is the... Not that one. Though that would be okay to go there, I guess, but I don't want that to go there. Actually, I just want this block. That'll do good enough for me. And then what I can do is I can add in like this. Where is it? Here. And then we'll just run a yeah, and then we can have that sunk in. And then I'll just simply add in this. I think we'll use that. I think that's pretty cool. And then I can simply add in that. Boom. And then we'll just simply continue this across. Boom, 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 boom. We'll go, where is it? It should be under this line, I believe. We'll add you, and then we'll add these like that, and then we'll go half blocks. Good. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty good. That kind of gives a good feeling to the shape. I think we'll just add in these like that. Enough. It's fine. All right, and then what we'll do is we'll throw a Are these the ones that I wanted to break? That's 3 apart. Break you, and I break you, and I should be able to add in a conveyor junction at each of these points. Add a pipe. See it. I think what we'll do is we'll run a I think artillery's a little big. Granted, assaults don't look too bad there. Yeah, we'll go with 4 assault cannons. I know in some minds this is way too much firepower for the ship this size, but in my mind, this is the adequate amount of firepower for ships this scale. So we'll go, front will be 4 assaults. Let's see. I am half tempted to run. Probably run the connectors in the middle of this runway is where I'm gonna say we'll run a connector from. You reinforced. Nope. Number 7. Pretty okay with that. And then what I can do is run what do I want to run in this area? You know what? I'll just run. We'll run simple bars like this. That'll do good. All right. Ooh, I kind of like the idea of running a truss pillar. Ooh, truss decoys. Those would be nice to add at some place. We'll do that later. I think I want to add in a forward armament. Is there a side? There is a side. I think we'll add in those there. So we've got our missile batteries. All right. Okay, we'll just kind of run that like that. Good. We'll just kind of run that about that. Then we'll add in okay, I think we'll add in a nice hole here for a similar weapons capacity. boom. And then I think what we're gonna go here is we're going to run. I don't know which direction's the front. Oh good, these are facing front. Perfect. And we'll just throw 2 of those there. So this is a armed frigate. I think we'll place the other turrets. I think I'm going to make a... how do I want to put these? Because I do want another 2 of these. Do I want to put them like... I don't know. I could just add these like this somewhere, but I kind of want to do... Actually, you know what? I know what I can do. I can just simply add in a Gatling to the top. There we are. That'll do good for armament, I think. We are going to come across here. And then what we'll do is we'll just simply run to here. So that steepens. I don't think that's kind of what I want. I think what I'd much rather do would be to do that and then run one of the like this. And then we'll go like that. I like that, actually. I think that's pretty good. We'll run one of these. I think we'll go... Can't do that. What I could do is I could, in theory, replicate this over here. So running you and then running a that. So we'll do that. Okay. I think that's pretty decent. Might actually add in a second turret up here. We'll run a second Gatling Type 2. Perfect. So we've got that. I think that looks pretty good. I don't have a lot of time remaining. G, where is... I am missing thrusters pointing downward, I'm realizing. That's not good. Boom. Okay, there we are. I think that's pretty good there. I think I need to connect you, and so actually this can stay as it was because I can do this. Let's see it. And then I can simply throw I think I'll do this. I think I'll throw in a U. And I think what I'll do is I come over to here, come over like this. Yeah, I like this. I think this will be good. And we'll just run you like this. I actually kind of like that. That looks pretty cool. I do think I'm going to come over to this front end and do that just to kind of break that up a bit even more. That I think that's fine. We'll take these two. We'll do that just to kind of round that corner a bit better. I think what I'll do is I will throw a layer of half blocks over this. I hope I can do this in enough time. Let's try. Yeah, I think we'll just do that. So we'll just run a standard half block there. Do that, do that, do that. We'll run that like that. And then I think we'll run that here. That will do a full standard. And actually what I can do is I can run a, where is it? I can run that there and then run a, where is it? This here. Oh, I actually like that kind of look. And then we'll just simply run, oh, for frick's sake, really? I need, oh god, I only have 13 minutes remaining. Okay, This thing does not have any power whatsoever. Fuck. Let's plug up whatever holes I find. We'll just... Good enough. Good enough. Okay, I am just going to quickly throw down H2O2 generators. Okay, we're gonna run a handful. We're gonna run 4 H2O2s. These should all be connected. We will also run in this wing. We'll run in a couple of these. These can now be turned into just straight corridors. Perfect. Well, some of the items were not placed properly as it seems, apparently. Conveyor junction. We'll run a junction here. And then what we'll do is we'll just simply disconnect there, run this. Okay, and then I think I can run straight across. Then we'll run a conveyor junction here. Good. That should now have everything connected. Alright, and then what I'll do is in this area, I will add in... Don't have any batteries. Jeez, I forgot the batteries. 1, 2, 3. We'll stick with the 3 batteries here from so far. Gyroscope. Shit. Apparently some of my covers were not done correctly. I'm going to chuck these here. Good enough. Okay. Let's quickly see what all burnt off. Because apparently some things already burnt through. Where did they burn through? Okay. Nice to know that that doesn't work like that. but fix all this. Okay, I thought half covering would still be fine. It was not. Okay, apparently half was not good. So that means that I should probably get rid of you and run a standard block here, and then we'll just get rid of you. I guess that'll have to be fine. It's not what I wanted. I suppose the only other option would be to run a... do they have pillar? I don't like pillar. Pillar is not gonna be good. I think we'll go... I think I can run the corner. Yeah, I think that looks good, and that should work just fine. Yeah, apparently that was not good for those, so that'll be fine. Okay, what else do I want to add real quick? I got 6 minutes remaining. I think I'm going to switch this over to... where was the block I'm wanting? It's not in here, it's in this group. Okay. We want to go then into this. Is there a block that'll join these more seamlessly? I don't know if there is. I suppose I could, that's not seamless. That's not gonna be the seamless one that I want. And none of these do half block, no. Okay. Let's see, what do we got? I guess what I'm gonna have to do is I'm just gonna have to run it with the other block. It's not what I wanted. This is the one I wanted. Do that, and we'll just run the top here. I guess I could, in theory, do this, but you know what? That's actually fine. It'll do fine for me. I don't think there's really a good one of these to use here. I'm probably gonna go overtime. Oh, where is it? No, none of those are good blocks to use. I suppose I could do the... where is it? These. I guess I can do this and then run a... yeah, I can do that. That'll do fine. Yeah, that'll look fine. I do need to do quite a bit of shaping up front here, running. Ooh, roundeds would be interesting. But I think that'd be too much shape. I think the best thing to do would be to just run this. Where is... I think it's in here. Yeah, we'll just do that, I guess. Not happy with that. We'll do this one instead. Again, I'm not happy with this. That's better. And then what I can do is run you. We'll actually place that there. Boom. Run full of you. I'm at a minute. Let's see. Here. We'll run you. Not that one. That one. Okay. And then I'll just once again run this. Dang it. All right, that was an hour. I didn't quite get everything done in an hour. So I will just continue a slight bit more work, more or less just finishing the outside at the very least today, and then we'll see what else we can do. Do I want to add... Actually, yes. I think that'll look really cool to do. We'll just do that. I think that's just pretty cool to do. Just throwing that there. Doing this. We'll, make this. Where is it? So we'll just kind of do that. I think what I'll do is I will throw that. boom. I think that's pretty good. And then we'll just... I will give myself 20 more minutes to build the rest of this. It was like an hour and... Alright. And then we'll just... Okay. That. Honestly, this is a pretty beefy build, to be honest. I do need to add, at the very least, a system probably running like this, just to kind of use as a bit of a skirt to this. Just to allow for okay. And boom. Alright. So we'll just prepare that. We'll do that. I think that's fine to kind of have that border like that. I think it's good. When it comes to the underside, I think we're going to run where are the path? We'll do this. Full block here. We'll run the that's fine. Let's see. I am going to find the passage blocks. Where are the passage blocks? There they are. Passage. We're going to run actually, I kind of like that. I think that looks pretty cool. We'll run passage like that. I'm tempted to also do one of these thruster sets right here. It'd be fairly easy to tie in right here. We'll just fully add in the junction. And then I will add in the batteries to fill. Add the curved conveyor. These should turn on. Perfect. Boom. Now we got a bunch of these excess thrusters. We've got this kind of wing piece. And I think that's pretty decent so far. I think I'll add... yeah, I think I might add just a little bit of, just kind of a blast door. Run one of these, run the blast door edges. Do that. Oh shit. Add these back on. Make sure I don't delete those. Good. G, where is the round conveyor? Boom. Then we'll use the junctions and then use the conveyor caps because I think that looks pretty cool. And then running conveyor caps there. Alright, and then I think what we should do is, where the frick do I want to add the landing gear? Definitely like the idea of adding one landing gear there. I know I want to add more than the one. Yes, I could do then magnetic plates. So if I Z, add some magnetic plates there. There we go. Sure, I think that's perfectly reasonable. And then I can simply add in a where are the ladders? We'll just oh, right. It sticks out further than that. So in order to do that, I would have to add in... I want to do it that way. Well, actually, we don't need that one then. So I can, in theory, do that there, do that there. Throw that like that. Run, and that like that. Then I can add in you as the ladder shaft. Good, and I can simply add in the armored panels just like this. So you kind of come up here. I don't know how all those are connected, but we'll continue like they are. I can do that. I can add back on that armor panel. So when you climb up here, you get all the way to here, and then you kind of get out. So I add in, let's I'm going to quickly do that. So we're going to do that twice more. Then we're going to go grab the ramp block. Use the stairs. We should be good, I think, to add in. I think we'll add in the doors. Where are they? Doors. We'll then add in this. We'll add in a door. And then what I can do is if I add in the vents. Add in 2 vents. Add in the conveyor junction. Voila. And then once again, we'll just simply go outward. I think this is all good to do. Actually, you know what? No, we'll add that back in. And for this, we'll add once again another ladder. Good. So we'll add in a ladder to get up to this height. Okay. Now I can simply add in my basic floor. Good. Now that we've got this, I'm going to make sure that this will be mostly set up as a survival. So we're going to I think we'll probably color this a different day, but we'll run that there, then we'll play. Where are the freaking medical rooms? The medical rooms, including if I just turn on LN, I would like to do the corner medical room, which only can be connected behind, so I'll probably place it this side. Yeah, we'll run that there. We'll run Where are the, cryo? Yeah, I think we can set up like a little corner cryo. There we go. Corner cryo. Perfect. We're almost done. Oh god, I forgot how long everything takes. Is this upside down? That is upside down. The medical thing is completely upside down. I don't like that being. There we go. That'll do. Now it's not upside down anymore. Oh, that was the cryo room, Z. So we'll just... I don't know what was under there, so we're gonna run conveyor junction. We'll make this a... We'll make the one beneath me an air vent. And then along this wall, we'll run we'll run things like the, where is it? Weapon, storage. And we'll run planners. So what we'll do is we'll run a set of armory lockers. Yeah, I think that's good. We'll run a thing of weapon racks. Good. Perfect. Now what I can do is I can simply add this here. Where are the doors? With a set of these doors. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to run I am going to run a T-junction right here. We'll run some small cargo around this wall. And then I'll also run some small cargo there. Are these corridor or passageways? I think those are corridors. Yeah, these are the corridors. So what we'll do is we'll, where is it? Add in the doors. We'll, where are the doors? Oh, here they are. So we'll simply run you like this. Dang it. Alright, well, we'll go a little long, I guess. We'll run some bunks, other stuff accessible through the... Oh god, the corridors are in the wrong area, so I actually want the inverted version. We'll run another corridor here. And then what I'll do is if I run the passageways, actually not the passage, these are the corridors. What I can do is I can run the round with the light. Right, these. We'll run you, and then we'll run the... This is a, an end cap for the round ones. Okay. We'll run the light. We'll go here. Go like that. Actually, if I use the transition, that actually can work right there. So you kind of go here. That's a little bit into the corner. You're gonna go through here to get into the rest of this. I think that's pretty good. I think we're going to, at this point, run a corridor corner. And then we'll run a corridor light. We'll run a corridor X. And on either side of this, we're going to throw one more round of doors. Of the corridor variety. Good. So we'll have these. Let me just go quickly split the other rooms by doing this. So what you'll end up with is one cabin here. I do wish that I could place labels in this area, but we'll have one cabin here, one cabin here. We'll probably go some form of storage here. This one, who knows what it'll go to, but then the main area will go from where is the corridors. Where are the corridor blocks? We'll run the transition. then we'll run a set of I think if I go with the standard rated stairs, we'll have no issue getting up top here. What's the better? We only have the passenger seats. You know what? I think what we'll do is we'll run, yeah, we'll run these two here. So we got 3 chairs. We got your main chair, which is really a good view. We got your secondary and tertiary, and then I'll actually carve out a little bit there. That way we can kind of go like this. So I don't know how I want to do the rest of it, but I do know that I want this like this. We'll run a nice corridor. That's there. That'll work. So we'll run conveyor junction. Standard tube. Conveyor. We'll use that like that. Perfect. And you know what? I know exactly what I'm going to do down in this corridor. This is going to be the corridor for the captain's quarters. And you know what? I am going to change this. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I am going to run a dual stair on either side. Okay. Now what'll go on is you'll go up here, you'll come over here, and then this will allow me to add in the other bridge stations that I wanted to add, including where are the other bridge station blocks themselves, the console modules. I think we'll run Then we'll run 2 consoles there. 2 consoles here. We'll run 4 consoles. Last, do I want to try this? I do think I do. So we're going to run this. A spacious bridge. Add in the one of these that should still allow for the walk around. And then what I'll do is under here, go. And then, yeah, we'll arrive on the main bridge. I am going to add... Where are the other blocks? Shoot, wrong button. I'm now streaming for longer than I had anticipated, but we'll run a bind module on that side and a just standard console module there. We'll go all the way across. Okay, I guess we'll just do it this way. That's fine. This actually looks fairly decent. It's good. All right. And then I'm going to go down this way. And I'm going to do 2 things. One, I am going to throw the... Actually, the beacon and stuff will be thrown... The beacon will be thrown elsewhere. Let's get... Alright. Oh, come on. Let's act on that. Okay. Okay, and so what we'll do is in this wide open space, I'm gonna throw the beacon and we'll throw the antenna. Actually, I think we'll use the parabolic antenna. And we'll run the beacon. So we'll do that, that's good. I will also add the gravity generator, which I'm gonna put right on top of here. We'll do that later. I think we'll probably seal this off. I think most of this space will just go more or less unused, though I will throw, I think, a handful more batteries up here. way. Good. We'll just throw those there. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. Now that's going to be up towards the front. And actually, I think this is kind of cool. I like the shape of this. This kind of hammerhead style with all of these guns placed where they are, I think is all good. But it is now midnight, which is later than I anticipated to stay up. I do think I will quickly adjust this to where we'll probably just use maybe that. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I think that works. It allows enough of a break. And yeah, I think this actually looks really cool. I think in terms of camera placements, we've got enough to place a couple of cameras like this. Oh, and then we'll just quickly replace this block because I actually want that to be mirrored. Good, and then we'll throw on a handful of lights and then call the stream. So what we'll do is we'll throw on kind of like the idea of throwing lights into that area, just kind of I don't know. I think area lights would be more useful, so I think what we'll do instead is we'll use these like that. Running two like that, and then running another set of the lights here, just to kind of provide some lighting on the exterior. Perfect. Ooh, I just realized this would make a good place to put another turret. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to throw one more turret on here. Fair Junction, we're going to run a reinforced. I do like the look of that. So we got like the two there, the several here. No, I think what we'll do is we will, in fact, go with two more Gatlings. I am so tempted to put a Gatling, like, over here, like, trim that. Because all I'd gotta do to add a Gatling here would be to add in that there. That would be a lot of Gatlings, but I don't think that looks good. We'll just Z. There we go. Yeah, I think it'll be better to do that. I think we'll leave these where they are. I think we'll actually run these as the Gatling type 1s. For the sole reason that they kind of taper better than the other ones. Those are much boxier. No, we'll stick with the same type everywhere. Yeah, we'll stick with these. Yeah, I think we will, I think we'll add one more camera. This. Make that a full block. And then we'll put down the camera there. So we'll do that. Unfortunately, I can't. I suppose I could, in theory, do this. Then we'll run a conveyor junction. Then we'll add in the camera onto the conveyor junction. And then I guess actually, yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Adding the bay window like that. There's nothing else I can add there, so we'll just, yeah, and we'll do this. No, I don't think that's good. I think we'll, yeah, I think that'll look better. Yeah, I think that's good. I don't know if I'm gonna add in more of these rocket turrets. I, in theory, could add a couple more. But I think we're pretty happy. I do need to remember that I don't currently have any downward thrust, Z. So what I'll do is, I think I'll take this entire section, add in the conveyor junctions, of these, and then I think we'll add we'll run the conveyors like okay. There we are. I think that should be more than plenty. In terms of thrusts. So I am going to now try to, I am going to Control C copy this. Oh, it is missing a couple of ladders. Good, and then, yeah, we're just gonna run up here. Info, show gravity range. Okay, don't want F7. I want, what is it, F8 maybe? Yeah, it was F8, I think. Good. Six. Do this. We'll bring these all the way down to like 20 meters. 20 meters. 20 meters. Info. Show gravity field. Oh. It's not what I wanted. Really? None of my actions on that side came through? Absolutely none of them? Oh. Well, that's nice. So that's gotta be that. Oh wait, I'm looking at the top. Control Z, 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 Z. That's why I'm not seeing it. Because it's down here. Okay, I think I'll probably call the stream now. I need to quickly... it is called the radio, right? Antenna, broadcast, yes, gravity generator. Why can't I see the fucking fields? I should be able to see. Gravity generator, show on HUD. Ah, that's why. Okay, so I need to increase height and depth. Needs to be increased. Height needed to be increased. Pretty good. So we get all of that. We don't get too much below. I think if I want to add a second one, I need to get to add a point or one to the depth. That's 41. It should break that even. Perfect, or as even as we're gonna get. I think we'll add in a second gravity generator somewhere towards the floor. Go up. Close this. Okay, we're almost done. We are almost done. Let me just get all the way back up to the... Need to add some of the rest of this. Okay. Good. These are looking alright. Those are doing good. Okay. I'm gonna go up. I want to go all the way back. That does not have anything, so we're going to add a second gravity generator. We'll just make that a cargo container, I guess. Reduce these down to, like, I don't know, field width, I think was at like 40. Field depth is nowhere near that. Field height is like 30. I think it'll be closer to 25. 8. Oh, right. F6. Show on HUD. Okay. F8. Perfect. I just need to reduce the depth and the height by a little bit. 6. This. And reduce the height by a little bit and reduce the depth by this. Okay. Perfect. Very limited over. And very limited over. In fact, I can even do a little bit more, but I think this is good. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. So we're going to go F6. Gravity generators. Stop showing on HUD. Info. Don't do gravity range anymore. Okay. So, I think we just got a little bit of interior to work on next. But I think we're going to call that the stream today. We streamed for a bit longer. Let's just quickly do some tests here. Very accelerationist. Very good turning. Not so great at the rotation, but that's fine. And it doesn't stop too well because I only have 2 of these connected, or 1 connected. Okay, so we're going to slow down. We'll quickly try to fix the thrust problem. We'll go over the side. But yeah, I should be able to actually walk this now without too big of an issue. Alright, drop down. are the connections that I'm wanting to connect to. These are the weapon connections, so that would be... Okay. I do believe that should connect those. Why are all of these these? Did I not specify these to be straight ones? I must not have. Okay, okay, now I want to go outside real quick. Because these are over here. That should now... No, why are these not operating? Are the turrets not connected? All of the turrets that should be connected. I should be able to... Yeah, okay, good. Okay, that works, right? That's... Oh. I see what I've done wrong. I see what I've done wrong. This needs to actually be a junction. Then this can be replaced back with its now these should be back up and running. Both sides, good. I'm gonna add in one more thruster. So what we'll do is we'll go here, we'll add in the good. Put it wrong. All right. There we are. Voila. I think this is done. This took longer than I thought it was going to, but we're gonna call this a mostly complete build. There's still some interior work, some finishing touches, but I think for the most part, we're good. So I'm gonna go quickly test to see whether this is atmospheric capable, and then we'll call the stream at that point. Let me just Control C. Ooh. Control C, good. Because if it's not atmospheric capable, I'm not going to figure that out until way too freaking late. So we're going to do that later. Good. Up we go. Good. Alright. Alright. We're going to boost as hard as we can towards the planet. And then we're just going to fly. I have no idea how many people are currently watching, so if you are watching, hi. You're doing well. Today was definitely a bit of a quicker stream, only 2.5 hours. Do a couple of things, so let's see. You know what? It's not really going to be much quicker if I just spawn it into the atmosphere, is it? Not really. All right. We're getting pretty close. 1.173. 1,173,000 rounds. Nice. I think once this is done, I'm actually really happy with the shape of this thing so far. I don't think this will take many hits, but its entire thing is to go against smaller vehicles. And I may even turn some of the spine areas into heavy armor, like the, maybe not maybe the top layer of the roof, but maybe parts of the sides of the roof, and other areas, transition those into heavy armor. And we still got to do a little bit of interior decorating, but we're getting pretty close. There's definitely an interesting design for this ship. It looks a little squat, but I actually quite like it because it looks very nice. I like the way that this looks, and I think if I was to make any adjustment, it'd be that there'd be kind of a layer connecting the bottom area where the bottom turrets are, that going all the way back, creating a flatter plane there. But I actually quite like this. I think this looks pretty good for a ship, especially only being made in about 2 hours with only rough shapes. I do need to clean up that front section though, so that'll be fun, but I think I should be able to do it without much difficulty. And then yeah, we'll have everything done. Need to work on the rest of the shaping, of course. Finish every shaping element, but alright, we're getting a little but somehow I gained distance off the planet. That's not what I wanted. I just want to be in the sun in case it crashes. Alright, we're going to dip even lower. And yeah, I do think this is pretty good. I do need to add a little bit to break that up, so something along the flat edges on this front wing section to join it a bit better, but other than that, I think it looks pretty good. The turrets are placed pretty darn well for being able to kill everything. And we'll finish the rest of this up as, turrets and other stuff like that, and then we good. Come on, 0.25 gravity. Good. I think we're going to do this. Good. We're just going to get over there. Unfortunately, I have no idea exactly how much everything I'm going to need, which will suck. But I'm also halfway tempted to get rid of these missiles and create a custom missile launcher, though that would require a bit more storage in the vehicle. But it would be kind of interesting to do. Make a small adjustment to the inside of a large cargo container, and then make some custom missiles, maybe. So that'd probably be for a vehicle bigger than this. Though I do like the idea of doing a custom missile. I just don't know how I can make one small enough to make it worthwhile. So I'd probably just simply make regular missiles. Alright, we're now getting toward the let's see, we're at now 50. Okay, we are still capable of stopping. We're gonna push all our focus into getting lower and lower and lower. Then we're going to pull up once we get to 1 kilometer above, or not 1 kilometer, but P gravity 1G. Then once I figure that out, we'll call that the stream. I'll bring this thing into the rest of the area. I should also probably add a couple of other hydrogen tanks elsewhere, but we'll see what this does. I'm really getting very excited though. 0.78, 0.80, 0.81, 0.82, 0.83. We're almost there. Alrighty. Alright. Come on. Up to 0.1. Good. Can I now stop myself? I can. I do, in fact, have enough to stop. So I will be able to stop completely, which is good. I think my vehicle will be ready to go, which I'm pretty happy with. Because no matter where you are on this vehicle, there are going to be about, at a minimum, 3 turrets able to shoot at you. It might even be 4 turrets. Perfect. And we do still have a fairly decent amount of upward mobility. So, all right. Game. All right. With that, I'd like to say thank you all for coming out and watching. I've been Captain Tundraxis signing off. For those on the Twitch side, I will be raiding somebody. So, stick around for the raid. But besides that, I'd say thank you all for watching. I've been Captain Tundraxis, signing off.